It's a special week here in Hanoi. It is Nick's 23rd birthday this week, and we've been living in Hanoi Old Quarter since September 1st, and Nick has been wanting to go to an omakase place since before we even started our journey, honestly. We tried to do it in Japan, we tried to do it in Tokyo when we had our layover. It didn't really work out. It was so expensive, incredibly expensive. And we tried Thailand and Bangkok for our 1-year anniversary. Somehow, once again, didn't work out. It just kind of slipped our mind, and we ended up going to a cool rooftop bar instead. And I know that I wanted to do something special for him because it's his birthday, and you know, I wanted to get him something better than traveling the world with him and being his girlfriend. But anyway, so I think I'm going to surprise him with a nice dinner. Just on the road there is a brand new omakase place that just opened up, and we pass it every single day. And Nick has been talking about, oh, like how cool it is, like, and how he wants to go. And so he has no idea that I'm going to surprise him. But I know he'll like it because he's kind of already planned it for our anniversary. So it's kind of like an overdue omakase gift. Just for me to, I guess. So it's time to surprise him. Alright, we're back. Nick, how was the birthday?
So good, so good. Every course was absolutely fantastic.
I really outdid myself. First I take you to Hanoi, then I take you out for a nice omakase meal.
But the sushi was really good.
The sushi was so good!
The sushi was delicious.
Oh, it was probably the best meal that we've had in Hanoi, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
It's gotta be the most expensive.
You only turned 23 once.
Certainly a little bit more expensive than our $1 pho that we're getting off the street. But it was so good. You walk in and they give you a set price and they just feed you so many courses.
14, 15 at least.
So many. We were full after like 6.
And free green tea.
You'd pay like $400 in Chicago for something like this. As nice as it was. I mean, we were getting served the courses, and immediately as soon as we finished, like, there were people behind us like grabbing our plates, like getting everything out of our way. Not in like an aggressive way, but they were very attentive to the customers and the people that came in. The sushi chefs were not cooking because it's raw.
Some of it was though. They had that little torch. So.
They did, yeah, they did blowtorch.
And they were playing with dry ice at times. That was fun.
Yeah, but they stand in front of you and they're literally cutting the fish fresh right in front of you, plating it beautifully in front of you. Each individual dish, you could tell like they put so much effort into each one.
They wrap it in little leaves.
Right.
That was fun. I liked the leaves.
I like leaves. But like they had like super long tongs to like put like individual flowers on like the dry ice, like the first course immediately.
They served it in like a martini glass so it smoked out of it.
Yeah, and then they had like fish roe, like what's it called? Oh no.
Caviar.
Caviar. Yes, they had caviar like with the first dish that we had.
And the oysters with they had like an oyster shot with special caviar on top.
The oysters were so good.
It was
oh my gosh.
First oyster. Very good.
He's no longer an oyster virgin.
You chose to say that on.
We'll cut that. But we got to try so many different cuts of sushi. We got to try lots of sushi in Tokyo. Lots of...
But just fish, pretty much. Tokyo was just basic, just like the rice, the fish. It was the best sushi I've ever had. But this place was a lot more creative and stuff, which made it more worth the money, I think.
And we didn't choose it either. So, like, we were definitely more adventurous here than we were in Tokyo, where we got to choose our meal.
We had cuttlefish.
Cuttlefish, we had...
That was the only con, though, really, is if you go in only speaking English, it's hard to understand what all the fish are. So, like, we were trying a lot of things, and there was things that were really, really good, but we have no idea what they are. Because they know the Vietnamese name, obviously, and they knew the Japanese name for some of them. But, yeah, that's the only thing that I think was a little bit unfortunate.
Cuttlefish. Mad-eye. We tried mad-eye. Tuna, salmon.
Big pink
scallop.
Situation.
We tried some scallops, some oysters. And then alongside all of these delicious, like, fine cut, fresh sushi and nigiris, they serve you, like, a salad. And then they serve you a soup. And then they serve you...
a delicious dessert.
And then a delicious dessert. Oh my goodness. The final touch was ice cream mochi with fresh fruit. So that was a nice finishing touch. But the service was phenomenal. I mean, they're standing in front of you, like they're putting on a show with how they're plating everything. Like, the entire time our plate was full of sushi. There was not a time where like we could eat fast enough to get it off. And
they even made us like some rolls. Like, they gave us, you got to try like the raw fish, you got to try sashimi, nigiris. They had I think 4 or 5 rolls they gave us. They had like a plate with tempuras and different like cooked items on there. Yeah, it was all very good. It was delicious, and everything had its own individual sauce.
Oh yeah, yeah. They plated it with special sauce that you were supposed to eat it with. Because at first we were like, we've never done this before. And so they serve it on a leaf. And we were like, I'm going to take it off the leaf. And they were like, no, you're going to eat it with the leaf.
One bite.
You're going to eat it with the leaf. No, just kidding. Whoops, never mind. No, but seriously, they knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what flavors they were giving you. And they wanted it to be exactly that experience for you. So they were not going to let you ruin it by taking it off the leaf or eating it like without the wasabi. Like, everything had to be together, and it was an incredible experience. Yeah,
very good. It was the best birthday I've had yet. So you got your work cut out for you next year.
I did it again.